Yes. Stellar Lumens. If you would have invested just $2,500 at the beginning of last year, 2017, then you could have made $1 million. I repeat, if you would have invested just $2,500 around March of last year, and then you got out at the right time, you could have been a millionaire. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. Now, team, the title of this video, it's not clickbait. This is not a paid review. I just want to have a very honest and realistic conversation about Stellar Lumens. Because on this channel, not only do we drop a video on cryptocurrency every single day, not only do we provide you guys information on the market, but something that we pride ourselves on is that we put that information into a perspective. That's why you subscribe. So that's what I want to do today. I'm going to put this in perspective. And guys, I know this looks complicated. Believe me, I know. Just trust me, stick with me. I want to make this as clear as I can, and I want to show you guys, what you would have had to do, what you would have had to invest at the beginning of 2017 to make $1 million, and then I want to look to the future. So I want to discuss where we think Stellar Lumens and the market in general will be at the end of this year, and then based off that, I want to discuss what we would have to invest today at Stellar Lumens' current price, which is about 20 cents, to make $1 million. What would we have to invest today? What is this number? We're going to get to it. So anyway, keep this in mind. I'm not a financial expert, so do your own research. I know you guys are out there doing your own research. But if you like altcoin perspective videos, then you're going to like this. Let's get into it. Stellar Lumens. We actually did a deep dive on Stellar Lumens multiple months ago. So if you want the full story, check that out. But just to clue everybody back in, what is the function of Stellar? Well, it's a digital form of money, much like Bitcoin, actually. And Stellar, currently ranked number 7, if we check out Stellar right now, it has a market cap of about 3.9 billion, circulating supply of 18 billion, and it's trading at 20 cents. So like I said, a digital form of money, that's its function. And when I say it was created to be a better Bitcoin, I mean that it's meant to solve the transaction issues, meant to be faster, more cost effective, handle more volume, be a better Bitcoin. And then I guess if I had to pick a second function, its second function is to be an efficient currency exchanger. So what I mean by that is right now it's very expensive to transfer money between countries, in between borders. It can take a long time, it can be very expensive, and it can be hard to do. So Stellar is meant to be that solution. And here's the thing, guys. Stellar was founded by Jed McCaleb. Jed right here, looks like a nice guy. And a quick fun fact on Jed, back in 2011, he was actually one of the many programmers that was developing Ripple's XRP. And if you guys don't know what Ripple's XRP is, it was also meant to be a better Bitcoin. Not only was it meant to be faster and could handle more volume and a cheaper version, as a cheaper currency, a digital form of money than Bitcoin, but XRP was meant to be the crypto that could work with the banks. So that was XRP, that could work with the banks to transfer this money between countries. Well, Jed, one of the original programmers, he didn't like the bank portion of it. See, he thought the purpose of crypto was to be decentralized. And if you're going to make a cryptocurrency that's centralized, controlled by the banks, then excuse my French, but what the heck is the point? So anyway, Jed created Stellar Lumens. And he left Ripple and he used the Ripple protocol to create Stellar, basically a coin for the people. So while XRP was for the banks, Stellar was for the people. Those are his words. So that was Stellar. He created it. Let's get to the meat of this video. How could you have made $1 million? Well, check this out. Guys, a lot of people, when they're judging a value of a coin, they immediately look at price. Like they'll see, oh my God, Ripple's only 20 cents. Well, Bitcoin, it's 6,000. I'd much rather get a lot of Stellar than a little Bitcoin. But like we all know, The real value of a coin is market cap, because that's just the thing. It depends on how much of a supply is currently circulating to have any volume, because if there's less supply, obviously more of a demand, it'll be more expensive. If there's a lot of supply, then there'll be less demand, presumably, and it'll be less expensive. Anyway, so how do you calculate the price? Well, how do we know this is 20 cents? Well, price equals market cap divided by current circulating supply. So if we divide 3.9 billion by 18 billion, we'll get 20 cents. Stellar is 20 cents right now per XLM, per coin. So let's check this out. So, I mean, you guys can see this for yourself. I'm taking some figures from Stellar in 2017, and then Stellar, when it peaked back in January. But check this out. Back in 2017, Stellar had a market cap of 12 million, compared to where it is right now, 3.9 billion. In 2017, the circulating supply was 6 billion, compared to what it's now, 18 billion. And back in 2017, in March, when I was seeing its all-time lows for the year, each coin was less than a cent, about 1/10 of a cent for one Stellar Lumen, while right now, one Stellar Lumen is about 20 cents. So anyway, check this out, guys. Okay, cool. This is I switched. These are the same figures, but let's go back here. If you were to have invested $1,000 back in 2017, if you were to have invested $1,000, you would have got this many coins. Because back in 2017, it was trading at less than a cent, so you would have got a lot of coins, over 500,000 coins. And if you would have cashed those, you bought them here, and you would have cashed those coins out when it peaked. It hit its very highest of its all-time highs, 93. Actually, I guess it hit 93 cents. I did these figures for 84 cents. But back when it hit 84 cents, you would have cashed out these coins that you bought earlier that year. You would have made almost $500,000. Same thing applies for this. If you would have invested 2,500 around here and then cashed it out up here when it was around 84 cents, you would have got, first off, that many coins originally, but you would have made over $1 million. That's math, team. I'm not making this up. But yes, as you figured out by now, it is very difficult to know to cash out at all-time highs, and I do not recommend it. You shouldn't wait for all-time highs. You shouldn't wait for all-time lows. I believe in cost averaging. But either way, if you would have been very lucky, that's what would have happened. Anyway, let's go to something more important. I hope you guys are still with me. If you guys are getting value from this video so far, feel free to give the video a like. It just helps me grow as a channel. But let's talk about where we think Stellar will be in the future. Does it have a future? Because let's be honest, there's other digital money, cryptocurrencies. Obviously, XRP is a big competitor. It's winning in market cap right now, and there's a lot of other coins out there, Litecoin, many others. So where do we think we'll be at the end of the year? Well, I personally am a believer in two things. I'm a believer in if it has a strong team behind it, and we're not going to go over the team, but one person I do like is Jed, because he comes from that, Ripple background. He has a good programmer and developer side, and he's so far completing his roadmap and leading them to success thus far. So anyway, just real quick, again, you're doing your own research. Jed is a big green flag for me because he does have a successful track record. And if you look at the roadmap, where will Stellar be coming up? The 2018 roadmap. A couple things. Check this out. What are they going to do? One, sdex, Stellar Decentralized Exchange. If you guys don't know what that is, basically the roadmap, it's going to be partnerships. It's going to be the decentralized exchange. So sdex will be the exchange of first resort for all Stellar tokens. And we foresee a future where, say, carbon credits, oil futures, and the latest digital assets, cryptocurrencies, are all traded together cheaply and quickly. So right now, the most popular exchanges out there are centralized exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, whatever. sdex, the Stellar Decentralized Exchange, plans to be a main contender in these upcoming decentralized exchanges. And if you've been following some headlines, the platform should be launched next month. The Stellar Development Foundation is preparing to launch their own decentralized trading platform, sdex. It's apparently in the final stages of preparing before it's released next month. The SDF also has announced their plans to make changes to their core protocol. So the sdex is coming out. That should bode very well for Stellar. And their secondary objectives to build a better ecosystem, basically kind of what this said, core protocol at the end, is just to keep optimizing and optimizing and optimizing Stellar so it can stay competitive, so it can stay fast. The Lightning Network is what they'll be adding. We've noted the market demand for more private channel transactions on Stellar. We'll be integrating Lightning in 2018. I mean, essentially that's just optimizing, scalability and security, making it faster, making it more secure. Those are big things for Stellar. So far, they've been very good. Their roadmap is very simple. Really only lists those two things, and then partnerships, obviously. But they're very clear that if you don't see a lot of splashy stuff, on their roadmap, it's just they're focused on the fundamentals. And then a big other green flag for them is, I guess I didn't pull it up there, but we've talked about this before. Stellar, they're partnered with IBM. They have a working product right now, which is always big. IBM, other companies, they're using Stellar, to transfer money between borders. So as, Stellar gets on more exchanges, makes its own, maybe gets on Coinbase, gets on a lot of stuff, it will continue to grow. Anyway, I'm bullish on Stellar. I believe in in Jed, and they have I think they have a strong future. Anyway, if you guys are still with me, let's get to how much you have to invest now if you want to make $1 million. So I did two things, guys. So right now when Stellar, where are we? Right now, when Stellar was seeing its all-time highs, back in January, the market cap in general was way better, bigger. This market cap was bigger, and then just the market's market cap in general was way bigger. So let's just say the market gets back to what the market cap once was. So we passed a $700 billion market cap in December. Right now we're at 270 billion. So we were 700, now we're 270. We have quite a ways to go. But if we were to just get back there to what we once were, that would put Stellar, right now it's at 3.9 billion. If we got back to where we once were, that would put us back at 15 billion. So I want to calculate this. And right now the circulating supply is 18. I kind of just, let's say the circulating supply goes to 20 billion, gets a little more as more people start adopting it. Check this out, guys. If you were to invest $1,000 right now, and we got back to where we, then if you, $1,000 right now, you would get this many coins, 4,700. And the market cap goes back to what it once was, back in its glory. It passed 76 cents. You would have basically a 3.5x. You would get 3,600 back. Some people are saying, though, that we're going to see $1 trillion market cap by the end of the year. What do you guys think? Where will we be? Well, let's check that out. I'm going to do two things. Say we do see $1 trillion market cap. The whole market goes up, Stellar passes 15 million, and I want to just imagine for a second. Say Stellar, the sdex works out, IBM is fully functioning, using Stellar, talking about it, people are loving it. Let's just say that Stellar's market cap grows to not what XRP is, not what Ripple is right now, but where Ripple was back with all-time highs. So say Stellar gets really popular. And again, if it doesn't happen this year, it might happen next year or the year after. Let's pretend it's going to happen at the end of the year. Well, if it did that, and you spent $3,000, let's say. If you spent $3,000, okay, cool, I figured out. If you spent $3,000, you get this many coins, and the market cap got up to that much, what Ripple was back in the day, then the price of Stellar Lumens would go up to $6, and it's at 20 cents now. It would go past $6. You would get a return of $96,000. Not bad. But guys, that's not $1 million. So let's say you invested in Stellar Lumens. The market cap went back to what Ripple once was at its all-time highs. What would it take to get $1 million? you would have to put in $35,000 today, and we would have to see a market cap of what Ripple was back in January to see over $1 million. I don't know if that burst anybody's bubble. I don't know if that's a letdown, but I just want to be honest with you guys. So if you maybe want to, if you're going to buy a car later this month and you'd rather see if you can get $1 million, might be a better move. I don't know. Guys, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I'm going to be talking to you guys in the comments, so if you have an opinion on this, if you think, another coin could see a higher market cap by the end of this year, let me know. My name's Austin. This has been Altcoin Daily. We'll see you tomorrow.